So we have Steve Sanders asking, I'm in a Celtic rock band and want to wear a kilt on stage. Any suggestions?
Sure. What kind of kilt? I would say this. I would probably do either a casual or semi-traditional to start with. For budget reasons, depends on the size of your Celtic rock band and how much money you're making. But I'd probably start with a casual kilt or semi-traditional because they're machine washable. You can sweat in it. You can, spill beer on it. You can spill water, whatever you want to spill on it, and just throw it in the washing machine between gigs.
The casual kilt and the semi-traditional kilt are models which are unique to USA Kilts. Rocky and his team invented them way back in the day. Casual kilt is basically what we sell for athletic purposes and casual wear, as the name implies. It is a Velcro closure. It is less cloth. So it's the kind of thing you can imagine hiking the Appalachian Trail in, or going to a festival in, or, as this guy seems to want to, getting up on stage. It's designed to be easy on, easy off, and really indestructible. The fabric that we use for those is polyviscose, which is basically a polyester rayon blend. Polyviscose is the British term for it. And it is also Teflon coated, so it is stain resistant, easy to wear, light, very good for heat. So yeah, it is absolutely a go-to for anything where you think you might be getting it dirty, or you might be abusing the kilt on purpose or by accident. Now that said, you can dress them up pretty well. You can't really dress up the casual kilt too far.
It's sweater is about the most as I dress it up.
Right, but I don't think in this case he's trying to dress up. But the semi-traditional kilt is essentially equivalent to the 5-yard wool kilt that we make. But it's just the polyviscose fabric instead of the wool. So that brings the price down and again makes it machine washable, very easy care.
Yep. Now, tartans. Let's talk about tartans. Let's rap about tartans, Eric.
Okay.
So what tartans? Irish rock band, or is Celtic rock band or Irish rock band?
It says Celtic rock band, but I'm going to assume for this episode, Irish rock band.
Okay,
sure.
Yes. Irish. We're going to correct you. It's an Irish rock band now. Whether you like it or not. So Irish tartans in PV. We have mostly universal tartans, not really the county tartans, because they're mostly available in wool because they're owned and copyrighted by House of Edgar. But we have Irish Heritage, which is black and 2 shades of green and a white stripe. That's a really cool one. It shows off well on stage. Ireland's National. Again, it's got the tricolors in it, and then some like charcoal and black kind of colors. We have Tara. Any other Irish ones we have, or?
If you want something that's brighter color, you could go with Celtic Nations, which is actually a red-based tartan, and that is a true universal. I mean, that's one you designed.
Yep.
But that's basically it's called Celtic Nations because it has all of the base colors of all of the flags of the Celtic nations in it. So if you happen to have, I don't know if the band is like all individualists or if you're trying to have a unified look, but if you had one guy who's Welsh and one guy who's Scottish-ish and you're playing Irish music and you're Irish, that'd be good because you got everybody represented there. Very bright color, so it'd look good on stage, especially if you're playing festival stages, stuff like that. But otherwise, my personal favorite is Tara. If it's more of a folksy, kind of low-key, mellow kind of a vibe, then I would go with Tara. If it's more punk rock or metal or something, I'd be tempted to do Irish Heritage.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep,
I agree.
But we've done tartans just for bands.
Oh yeah. The pub crawlers out of Maine.
Right.
We've done Albanac. We did a tartan for Dropkick Murphys.
Yep.
We did.
We did the personal one for Scruffy Wallace too.
Yep. Scruffy's tartan himself. Mac, any other Irish bands that we did tartans for?
Would you consider Kudu?
Kudu, yes.
Yep.
We didn't do Kilmaine Saints has a tartan. We didn't design it, but we've made kilts for them.
Right.
I'm trying to think of any other Irish bands. I think that's about all that we've done.
But we're ready to do more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's kilts are an awesome way to broadcast what your band's about for sure. It doesn't have to be a unified look. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Yeah, and some bands, when bands design a tartan, sometimes they just design it for themselves. Other bands will design a tartan and want to use it for marketing,
Merch.
for lack of a better term, for merchandise and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you want to go with it. If you want it just for yourselves, if you want to, let everyone have it, if you want to sell it, if you don't, whatever. Tartans are a cool. It's a great symbol in general. I love when bands use it in company. Like I love the all incorporate the all inclusiveness
Yeah.
of tartan, and how like different companies, bands, organizations, groups, families, whatever, all use it just for the symbolism that it has. It's
Right.
it's just a cool. I just love it. Period.
Right. And honestly, it does look good on stage. I mean, just we always talk about the swish effect for anybody wearing a kilt, but if you're performing in a kilt, you've got the option to really just kind of move across the stage and dance and just look awesome in motion. So there's that factor also.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just don't flash the grannies in the front row. Just avoid that. You're fine.
How many grannies are at Celtic?
I don't know. There's some pretty rockin'
Rock
grannies. My grandmother drove a Trans Am. She had a yellow Trans Am, gold eagle on the hood and everything.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Interesting. Like the entire front row, all blue hair.
it's possible.
All right, Mr. Mack.
Now, as you guys were talking about the PV material, I just had creating another marketing a video for you, is just having someone stand there in a casual or a semi-trad and just people throwing buckets of random stuff like Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
water, coffee, just on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have we got to find those pictures of the Tough Mudder where the dude's like jumping over fire,
Yep.
crawling through mud,
Yep.
just completely drenched head to toe, comes out of the race a mess.
Mhm.
And then he sent us these pictures and we're like, dude, you gotta send us pictures after you clean yourself up. And he sent us, I think we have pictures of him after the race, after he's gotten cleaned back up. And it's just normal. It's wonderful how easy it is to clean off.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who do like Spartan races and stuff like that.
Yep.
In it. Yeah. I'll throw in an odd shout out for the Kilts and Culture tartan. You want something that's universal, and because it's kind of earthy, looks pretty cool for Irish vibe too.
Yep. Hides mud well as well.
Hides mud and blood and
Exactly.
whatever else people throw at you when you're on stage.
They throw
Yogurt.
blood at you? Is this a guar show?
Can you imagine kilted guar? Oh my gosh. The
Yeah.
Guar Heritage Tartan from USA Kilts.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Rest his soul.
Hmm.
Indeed. Guar. Because that's what we talk about on the Irish show. Guar. Sorry for those of you who don't know guar is.